So the next kit I'm going to put up is the Burgundy Berry Kit. Now this kit consists of a gorgeous skimmia plant, which is so seasonal around this time of year. In my opinion, the tone of the berries is just spot on. It's not too garish, it's not too bright in its red tone. It's just perfect, and it's delicate and rustic, and I really think you're going to love this one. So skimmia you can keep outdoors, it's a garden plant, but for the festive season it will do absolutely fine indoors. I have had mine on my windowsill in my kitchen for about 6 weeks and it's still going really strong. Yeah, and then after Christmas you can just pop it in the garden if you want to, or see how it gets on. It might go for ages and then you can keep it indoors, but you know, if not, pop it in the garden and it's an evergreen and it will come back year after year. Okay, so let's pop this up. You will get a 12 centimetre castle scalloped pot in your kit, and obviously the gravel, the compost and the moss and the twigs and the dried thyme. Okay, so let's add in our gravel. Give your skimmia a good drink. So just add in all the gravel in your kit and then just add in a sort of sprinkling of compost. Gently take it out, take it out of its pot, like so. And then simply add in more gravel around it to fill in the gaps. Just down the sort of sides. And then just gently compress it down like that. Okay, so that is our skimmia potted up. So I'm now going to add in the moss. So in your kit you will have a flat moss and a bun moss. So the bun moss is the sort of chunkier one here, and then the flat moss is the more kind of woodlandy looking one. So just adding in your moss around the base of the plant, just to finish it off. There, with that bun moss, I'm going to take the root system off the back. So that's simply just by pinching it, the sort of brown section around the back, and then it will sit lovely and flush on top of your compost. And then a little bit of flat moss to finish it off. There we go. And now we can add in our twigs and dried thyme. So the birch twigs, you simply just need to cut down into sort of smaller sections. It's up to you how tall you want to go. I like to go sort of maybe like an inch or two above sort of the top of the plant. So this is just to add in another dimension, another texture. Just finishes off the plant beautifully. Okay, and now the dried thyme. So the dried thyme you can just sort of cut off or snap off with your fingers. Just sort of little sections like this. It just adds another texture again. Provides that sort of woodland, rusticy kind of feel and makes it look, in my opinion, nice and festive. In terms of care for your skimmia, for your Burgundy Berry Kit, skimmia like to be kept damp at all times. They don't like to dry out. I have mine on my northwest facing kitchen windowsill and it's doing great. So, you know, it doesn't need really bright sunlight, which is probably why it's so sort of abundant in winter. You know, just don't keep it in a really, really dark room. You know, it can be fine on a sort of table or an island or on a windowsill. But yeah, it's a really, really lovely plant. Just keep it nice and damp, and then when you're ready to, or when it's showing signs that it's ready to go in the garden, you can just pop it in the ground. But like I said, I'm probably 6 weeks minimum into my skimmia in my own house, and it's doing much better than I expected it to. So yeah, I probably water it every kind of couple of days, just to keep that soil nice and damp. And that's about it. Don't eat the berries, they are really poisonous. So they'll make you feel really poorly. They're not sort of, you know, obviously they're toxic. You know, you can touch them and everything, but just don't, you know, wash your hands and just don't digest them. I'm pretty sure you know that already. So there you have it. That is the Burgundy Berry Kit.